Right, check. Check. Okay, welcome to our BIM class week number 4. So every week I will share with you the topics of that week. Okay, this is like your menu, okay? What you will eat on that week. So let's say if you miss some of the topics, then you can watch back the recording on those parts. Okay, there might be minor switching between week lah. Okay, so things that cannot complete on week 3 will continue on week 4. So at this stage, you should have had columns and wall. You have completed all these until column and wall. Door and windows, we'll do it today. Okay, and load family, we are just doing it. We was doing it just now. Okay, and here comes to week 4. It's here. Okay, today we learn more about flooring and also how to change or create the material. So before we move there, let's do some warm up. Okay. Let's play with wall. I will not repeat the basic steps that was shared in the previous class. You please watch back the recordings and don't miss the class. Okay, so when I draw wall, I will go to the floor plan view, right, so that it's more accurate, more manageable. So I go to level G. Make sure it's level G, not level 0 or level, not start with level 1. Okay, should start with level G. Okay, in some cases, let's say I want this piece of wall. Question from students. Sir, I want this piece of wall to align with this piece of wall. Same line. How? What command we can use? The answer is align, which is AL on your keyboard. You type AL, then you pick the line as reference, and then you pick the line you want to move. There you go. There it is aligned now. You can see a blue dash line here. Okay. Done. Align. This align is useful to align lines and walls and so on. So it's available here under the modify tab. Okay, you see here. This one. AL align. So we'll be sharing quite a lot of shortcut key today. So write it down, note it down if you want to memorize it. AL. Okay, let's say another scenario. The wall is not connected or the line is not connected. So any way to connect this corner, to join this corner fast, any faster way? The answer is yes. You can use trim extend at your feature. by clicking TR on your keyboard. TR, T for Thailand, R for Russia. We can memorize as T-Rex. Okay, so TR, then you click the things you want to join. Click this, and I click this. Here you go, join. This one we call it as trim extend. Is at here under the modify tab also. Here you go, TR, trim extend. Not only extend, it can trim also. Like let's say you exceeded it, you want to trim this away. So if you drag it here, you can see a handle. You can also, but it's slow, right? So the faster way is you click TR on your keyboard, click number 1, click number 2, then it's trim. So the position you click, does it matter? Yes, the answer is yes. Why? Let's say if I click outside here, I click here and clear, then what happened? Then this part is missing. It becomes trim to this part. So means you have to click the correct position. Click the part that you want to remain. So I click here and okay, so do check your wall as we share in the previous class about wall. So how to change the height of your wall? If I go to elevation to view it, and you can see currently my wall is based on my level 1 is 3.5 meter. You reach my level 1, stop at my level 1. So how to adjust this? Of course, you can adjust it here. It's fast, okay, but it's not very accurate unless you change the number here. So how to change the wall height properly? So select those walls. You can multiple select by holding Control and click it. Let's say I'm at level G. I can make a big bracket to select it also. Or I can select one piece of wall. I can right click, say select all instances, visible in view. Then it will automatically select all the same type of wall exterior, for example. Then I can do the changes here. Can do the changes here. Okay. I can go to East View to view it also. Okay. To do the changes also can. So for example, the base constraint is where it starts. It starts from level G, correct? Okay. The top constraint, let's say I say unconnected, then what happens? Then it will be based on what you type. If you type 8,000, then it go higher. Okay. So what shall we put here? Okay, the better one, the proper one is you go to change the top constraint to level 1. Change it to up to level 1. Then it will stop at level 1. Follow this. So one of the advantage is let's say your clients suddenly they want to change, they got higher budget, they want to change the ceiling height, the roof height, then you can easily change it here. Let's say you want to change to 4,000. Then this one will follow. This one will increase together. So it's quite smart in this case. Will this happen in AutoCAD? I think it's no, right? Here you have to manually drag it and so on. So I Control Z, then you follow. Right. Control Z is undo, Control Y is redo, just like your Microsoft Word. Okay, so if I want to make this piece of wall, okay, let's say here, for example, if here is my yard area, like for my washing machine to place here and so on, maybe this piece of wall, my design is, I want to make this a low wall, so that it's like, it's naturally ventilated, it's open, like open air, okay, open on the side. So how to change this piece of wall to become lower? Only this piece of wall. Use split wall. How to split? Okay, you can see currently this is one long piece of wall, right? Hold on. Let me draw. Currently this is one whole piece of wall. If I want to split it, I can use this split element. The shortcut key is SL, split element. Okay, you can type SL on your keyboard. SL, can SL for Sungai Long. Yeah. So you can click where you want to split. Maybe one more. I split here. I split here. Okay, then I press escape. Okay, so now you can see your long piece of wall now is separated into, it's split into multiple segments. So the advantage is now you can individually change their height. For example, this piece, let's say I want to make it lower. I can change the top constraint to unconnected, and then you tell the height. Let's say you want to make it to 1 meter high, then it become like this. Okay, split wall, split element. This split element is useful to split lines and wall. The one beside it, split with gap, is similar, just that it adds a small gap in between. So we use split element, this one. Okay, one more time. Let's say we split it, I press SL on my keyboard. I split it here, I split it here. So questions from students, Mr. Ross, how to split it at a precise line? I want you to align here. I want you to align these two lines, and I want to align these two lines also. How to do this? Okay. If I didn't align it, when I change the height, let's say I say unconnected, I make it 1 meter high, then what happened? Then you see these extra parts here. How to trim this away? How to align them? The answer is use what? Use what shortcut key to align. Louder, please. Bingo, correct. AL. Then click my reference line, click, and then click the line I want to move. Here you go. Okay. Same to here. Click this and then click this. Then it is aligned now. Clean. It's clean. Okay, for information, when you are in 3D view, you will see this little cube here, this navigation cube. Okay, so it is, you can click on those corners or edges to let it flip to different view. Okay. Okay, next I want to talk about how to change the material of the wall. Okay, so in the previous class, we learned about you're gonna create your own types of wall. At least you have exterior wall and interior wall, INT and EXT. Okay, at a thickness of 150 and with your own name, label your own name. So we know that this is created by you. Okay. So how to change the material? So I just need to pick that type, the type of wall that you have created. Then you click edit type. Okay. Then at here you click edit structure. Okay. And then at here, the existing one that you have created last week is 150 mm thick brick. Am I right? So if you want to add finishes like painting or plastering, want to render the wall and so on, so you click insert. You want to add maybe some timber finishes or cladding, you add insert. Then you change it to finish one. Then you add some thickness to it, let's say 20 mm. So in order to keep the entire things is the total is 150. So here I reduce, okay, 130. Okay, then now it's go to change the material. You can click this this bar at the end here. There's a little dot. Okay, then it brings you to this window. We call this the material browser. Material browser. So let's say you want to add some finishes like okay, you can type in some keywords here. For example, render. Oops. Then you will get this type of appearance when you go to the appearance tab. It's loading. Yes, it shows up something like this. You can type render, or maybe you can try like paint. Yeah, you can use this paint white lining, or you want to use cement finishes. There'll be something like this. You can choose one. Let's say I choose this concrete sand cement. So I can say okay. Then I say okay. Okay. So now you will see on one side is you have the color, the cement gray color. Okay. But you realize it's only on one side. It's only on one side currently. Okay. Another side is still the brick. So how to do it on both sides? So in this case, we go back to edit type, edit the structure. So now you can see at the layering here, on the upper is exterior side, it shows. On the lower is interior sides. Means this finish that you added, it was on one side only. So if you want to have another finish on the inner sides, you click insert again. Okay, and then you change it to another finish layer. Then remember to move it down, the layer. The layering matters. Okay, so move it accordingly and add thickness to it. Let's say 20 mm also. So here I reduce it to 110 so that total become 150, remain as 150 mm. So here I find another material. Let's say I go for my render just now. Render page smooth, then I say OK. Okay, now the interior, you get these finishes, this color, render beige smooth. Can use in some of the wall, maybe it is terbalik. Okay, so can you switch it? The answer is yes. You can select the wall and hit the space button. Let's try now. Okay, for those who miss it, one more time I repeat here. To change the material or the finishes of the wall, you select it, click edit type, and click edit structure. So here you add layers to it. Okay. Of course, because this is a RC construction, we're using brick wall. Okay. In future, if you have other project not using brick, then you can change this. Maybe you are using wood, timber, and so on. Okay, it's different case. So now for us, we're using brick. Then we add finishes. We say insert. We change this to finish. Then we give a thickness 20 mm. Here I reduce it to 130. So here I click this. I try with the render something. Okay. this one. So I say okay. So by the way, you can change the types of color here. Let's say you don't want to have this light brown color. Okay. You can change. So I click this under the appearance tab. Appearance tab. Okay. You have graphics tabs and appearance tabs. Take note, it's two different things. Go for appearance tab first. So I want to change the color. So I can click this color bar. And then let's say I want it to be blue, for example. Okay, then I say okay. Then it looks like this. Okay, however, it will not tally with the name. The name is saying it's this beige color. So, and it will replace all my existing material that is using this color to follow this. So the better way is don't straight away change it. If you want to change, if you want to change the color here, better you right click the material and say duplicate material and assets. Okay. So you create one more types it duplicated, and this one you can rename it. Maybe this one you say blue, and then you put in your name. Okay, the short form of your name. Let's say you are Ivan, then you write Ivan. Okay, for example. And you can explore with this also. There are additional settings. Inter is like adding another additional layer of color, and the texture can be by own. I say okay. So now I say okay, and then I say okay. Okay, so now when you go to realistic view, you go to realistic view or maybe texture view, you can see the blue color now that you have created just now. So as I mentioned just now, if some of the wall you want to flip it, you can select it and flip, click the space bar. Or in the plan, you can see there's a flip icon here. You can flip it also. This applies to your doors and windows. You can flip them, flip the directions. So I did this to my exterior wall, for example. So you can have your own design, own finishes. However, here's a question. So now I'm in my realistic view for my view style, for my visual style is done. Okay. But if I change to shaded, for example, or I change to consistent color, it doesn't look blue. It looks it looks brown. Why? Why when I'm changed to shaded view and or consistent color view, it looks brown but not blue? Why? And how to solve this? The answer is, take note, because this is one of the most asked question from students. So if your friend asks, you can answer them. How to solve this? Select the wall, click edit type, edit the structure, edit the material, click this. So just now you are applying this material, right? The blue render something, okay? So you have changed the color at appearance tab, but you haven't changed the color at graphics tab here. So it's still based on this light brown color. So this means you have to change both appearance tab and graphics. For the appearance tab, it will show up in the realistic visual style just now. For the graphics tabs, it will show up in the shaded view and consistent color view. Okay, clear? So two different things. Maybe next week I'll ask this question. So how to change it? You click this color bar and you modify it. Okay, you say okay. Or you can click use render appearance so that it will capture the color from here. Also can. Okay, either one. So at graphics tabs, it shows that you can tell Revit what hatching pattern you want to use. Okay, for the surface and for the cut pattern in the section. So let's click OK first and see whether it shows blue now in the shaded view. The answer is yes. In shaded view or in consistent, actually consistent color and shaded is almost the same, all based on the graphics settings just now. Just that shaded view in different angle, you have different tones. Like this tone, this blue tone, and this tone is different, this darker. Okay, so actually I like to use consistent color also. If you want to save your computer power, you can use consistent color. Easy to view also. And you can see the hatching pattern is based on the hatching pattern just now. If I change to realistic view, I get this. So next question, sir, can we change the texture of this texture, this realistic texture? Can we change it? The answer is yes. So let's say I want to customize my own material, maybe by some using some material that Revit doesn't have. So how to change it? So we select the wall, we click edit type. edit structure, the same thing. Okay. Okay, so just now was break common, right? Break common. So I click the break common, this one. So currently the realistic texture is based on this image here. This image. So actually when we click this name of this image here, we were able to choose some other materials. Okay, so let's say you have some timber texture and so on. So it's possible to change to our own texture. How? Okay. For example, if I like this brick is not existingly in Revit, I can choose this. Maybe this one. I say open. Then it change to become this one. Then you can say okay. And show this now. So just now in the beginning of the class, I have shared with you that you have some files to download in the Microsoft Teams for week 4 or the week 4 folder. Okay, so inside the week 4 folder, I've shared with you some of the texture. You see a texture folder. So there are some extra textures that you can load. I'm sharing with you. Okay. So how to load them? So for example, in some cases, you want to make a new type of material. Maybe it's the wire gauze, perforated metal, for example. Okay. Then this is existingly not available in Revit. So how? You can create your own material. I select the wall, edit type, edit, same steps as just now. Okay, to create new material, we can click this button here, create new material at the bottom. Okay, create new material. Then we rename it. I put your name, put your own name. New material. So then you're gonna tell Revit what is the texture. You can click this and go to find the file or find the texture file that maybe you download from any website. So I copy, this is the folder that I've downloaded from Teams. So I copy this address, Control C, and then I Control V to paste the address here. I click enter. So I go for texture. So maybe I go for metal, for example. Okay. So maybe some of the railing or facade is using this perforated metal. I say open. So here you go. You got some types of, I can change the preview here. Walls. So you get this material just for testing, okay? So you have to choose your material wisely, accordingly. So with this, we have just created our own material and imported our own texture. I Control Z to undo it. Okay. So next question is, sir, can we split our wall into different parts, have different material? The same piece of wall, maybe the top part we want to have brick. I mean, the bottom we want to have brick. The top part we want to have just like paint. Okay. So the answer is yes. How to split them? We will use this. Go to modify, select the wall. Go to modify tab. Click split face. Split face. So as you can see from the video here, the animation here, you can select a portion of your wall to be splitted, and then you can apply different material on it. So I click this split face, then I choose the wall that I want to split. Then I draw a line to split it, for example. Maybe I draw a line here. Then I say yes. The line should be from one end to another end. Then I, one more time maybe. Then next, how to apply the material. Okay. So for this, you can go to modify, and then there's a paint button here. Paint. So I click paint. Let's say you want the wood material. Okay, the wood material. Then you say, then you click on those surfaces. There you go. Okay. Try other. So you have different color now on one piece of wall. Okay, take the color and click here to apply the color, the paint technique. Okay, so means in Revit, actually you have a few ways to apply material, more than one way. So the proper way is using the just now, add this structure, and then you add the finish layer here. This is the proper method. Then how about the proper method maybe will be used in your company when you. So there are another faster way we also use is using painting technique, which is going to modify and then paint this one. Okay, so you click paint and then you add the painting on top of the surface. You select the paint. Let's say I want a green wall. I can select this. Okay. Maybe I want to paint it white. I select this and then I can click on the surfaces. Okay, this is a fast way. Okay, but the down part of it is it is just the surface only. It will not record the properties of that materials. The method number one just now, the proper method, it will be recording those material properties like how fast it transfer heats, all the value and so on. So this one, this painting is fast. It's for like showing your design, your concept. So both is acceptable for your assignment. Okay, when you have applied the paint, how to remove it? You can take this drop down button, can say remove paint, and then you click the wall that you want to remove. So it shows the original color. Okay. So the split face that we learned just now is different from the split element that we learned this morning. Split element, SL, is splitting the lines into segments. Okay. This split face is to split just the surface only, to apply different color and so on. Okay. So I click split face. It not only can split in a single straight line, it also can, let's say I split in a circle, it's possible. Let's say here, I have some green. I want to apply different texture, can or not? I click paint. Maybe I pick grass. Yes. So this can be a green vertical wall. If I want to remove it, I can select the split face. Okay, you can see the name is called split face. I click delete, then it's removed. I undo. Okay, sometimes this might happen. You do your thing somewhere, suddenly something, the material doesn't perform correctly, suddenly become transparent and so on. Therefore, this is the graphic performance issue. So to solve this, you can just go to your visual style, this icon here, change it to other style, and then you change it back, then it's solved. Okay. So now you have you should be you are familiar with the materials, how to change, how to create. So next, okay, before we go for a toilet break, okay, you want to learn one more thing is door and window. How to add in your doors and windows. So for this, we go to architecture. Let's say we start from door here. So you see existingly, there are a few options here, very limited. Okay, not this one. This is what I loaded by myself. Okay, so maybe you have these few options. So let's say I choose this as an example. Then I can place it in 3D, and I can place it in floor plan also. It's more accurate. So the brilliant part of this Revit as compared to some of my other software is it will automatically cut out the wall for my doors and windows, for my openings. I don't have to trim it manually. Maybe in AutoCAD, when you put a door, maybe you need to trim it, right? Okay. So here, it's very smart. It automatically trim it for you. And even when you move it to the left, to the right, it will follow the openings here. Okay. It will follow. When I'm using your arrow key to move it, it will follow. If you want to reposition it. Okay. You can select the door and click space bar to flip the direction of it. Space bar. Okay. It's the same as in the floor plan, you have this flip symbol here to flip it. So you might have question, sir, so how to get more types of door and window? So for this, you click architecture door. Okay, then you click load family. Load family. So here you go for the door folder. Okay, this is what we learned just now. Go to a UK folder, go to doors, go to, let's say, external doors. Then you can find many types of door here. Okay. So SGL is a single and this is double door. Okay, so you can change it to thumbnails, zoom in. You can multiple select them to load it together. So I multiple select, I say open. So now it is here, the one that I've loaded just now. Okay, I've loaded this family. So I can select and then place it. So in 3D, it looks like this. Okay. Another way is you can go to insert load Autodesk family. And here is a similar one with just now. You can look from here also. Okay, you can look for door, and those are the same types of door here. So let's say you want your design has a 4-panel sliding door, glass sliding door. This is quite common, right? Okay, in most of your glass sliding door, but you cannot find it. It's not available. Here, not available. Here, you cannot see 4 panels or 3 panels, right? Maximum 2 panels only. So where to get it? Where to get it? You cannot find here also. Where to get it? Let's say 4 panel. No result. So where to get it? Where to find? Okay, so in our class, in our all my previous semesters, I have this list to record students who answer the question successfully in the class for selected questions. Okay, this will give additional points for you, okay, score for you. So when I ask question, please raise hand and try to answer. Okay, no worry if it is wrong. So question here. Where to find more types of door and window? Any website? Louder, please. BIM object. Bingo. Okay. Where you find this? From where you know this? Last time? Last time? Okay, good. Okay, bimobject.com. BIM. So Yongchen. Okay. Okay, beside of bimobject.com. What else? My BIM library. Okay. Your name? Lao Lik Yen. Okay. Other? Any more website? Revit City, correct. RevitCity.com. Your name? Okay. Okay, so how to load from there? So this was actually shared in our Telegram group last week. Okay. Good to explore RevitCity.com or BIMobject.com, etc. Okay, to load interesting types of door and window furniture and more. Okay, so let's say I go for RevitCity.com. Okay, go to register a free account. It's free. Then you can click download, and then you can type in the keywords to search it. You can type 4-panel sliding door. Okay, then you click the downloads. You type 4-panel. Sliding. And then you can look for the suitable one here. Then you can click download now. Okay, you can click this. So here's the tips. When you look for those furnitures or object, okay, and try to look for those that has this word parametric. Okay. This parametric means is a more adjustable one, more editable. You can change their width, height, material, and so on. Okay. You can also add this parametric word behind it to narrow down your searching. Okay, you click download now. Then it's in my how to load it. It is here in my download folder now. It's an RFA file. Okay. So I go to click load family, insert load family. Then I go to look for my download folder. Download. There you go, this one. Double click. Okay, it seems nothing happened because it's just loaded into your project, but you haven't placed it inside. So I go to architecture door. So now you can see is the option is available here now. So I select this, then I can place it accordingly. So when you select it, you can see edit type. There are some measurements that you can change. These are those objects that is parametric, we call it. You can change, try and error, change some of the value if it allows. Okay, I've just changed the width, for example. So same goes to your window, architecture window. You explore the similar steps. You go to load family, you go to Revit City to find the suitable windows and so on. Okay, but for window, when you are placing the window, do take note that the sill height. You have to let Revit know how high you want your window to be placed from the floor. So it's called the sill height. You can change it accordingly. Let's say some of the typical one is 900. Yeah. Usually we will try to align the door and the window, the top of the window. So we get around 900 in this case for typical window. So if in your elevation, I see something like this, it is no good. Okay, the window position is not positioned correctly, or like this also no good. Okay, it has to be somehow need to have some alignment for your construction and so on. So in this case, I put the sill height 900 because my window is 1.2 meter, around 1.2. So in total become 2.1, aligned with my door. The materials, some of them also changeable. Okay, so please complete adding your doors and windows with a good sense, good taste. So later when we come back from your toilet break, we will continue to add flooring. And brief on your submission. So you are given break until 11:45. So please work on it now. If you have questions, please discuss among your friends and then let me know. If you have already done your door and window, you can add in furniture, the full sets of furniture, fully furnished. Okay, here's some example. Okay, if you have door and window already done, you can paste in your furniture or your tables and chairs, your bed, your wardrobe, your uh, kitchen cabinets, fully furnished. By the way, do take note that on this side of the wall, it is attached to your neighbor unit. Means this is like a semi-D, your mirror unit. So on this side of the wall, don't put any openings. Okay, it's your neighbor, attached to your neighbor. Yes. You need, okay, if you are, okay, I'll answer this in class now. Okay. Okay, good question from our friends. If you are using the Utah desktop, the UK family is not there, right? So you have to install it. But the problem is every day they will refresh. So the tomorrow you come, the UK library no longer here. This is the problem of the staff will refresh the whole things, reset the things. Like, see, can change the column. Yes, because we want the roof overhang, the canopy, to shade your carport.
All right, welcome back. So just now I mentioned in the class, take note that this side of the wall, if you look at your base plan given, this side of the wall shall have no openings because it is attached to your neighbor semi-D unit. Okay, if you have window means they can see inside, you can see them. So no window, no any openings here. In your next assignment, we will mirror this so that it becomes the complete version. Okay. Then just now also another question from you guys. If you are using the desktop in the lab, they don't have the UK library, so you have to install it, but they will reset it every day. So the next time you come, you don't have the UK library. But this problem only will happen for these few weeks because you are placing the furniture. After you place it, then should be okay. When you save the file, the furniture will not suddenly gone. Okay? It will be still there. Okay, next is about flooring. Okay, so as you can see, I have briefly done my flooring in this. This is how it will looks like briefly. I have an external floor and I have an internal floor. Okay, then I have for toilet, I have another piece of floor. So how to do flooring basically? So let's try first. We can go to architecture and floor. Architecture, floor, architectural. Then you can pick the drawing tools. Let's say a rectangle. Then here you can pick any piece of floor that looks the simpler one. Let's say this. Then I can click to start and click to finish. I can change the dimension. Let's say randomly I change it to 5 meter. I can say yes. So done. Piece of floor. So you will tell Revit the boundary of it, the floor boundary. That is how it looks like in 3D. So now we want to draw it into our site for our building. How to draw it? So for this, I will go to level G, floor plan view to draw the floor, be more accurate. I delete my old flooring first. Okay, so you have something like this now. So let's start with drawing the biggest, most the exterior, so-called exterior or the base, the biggest piece. So I go to architecture floor, this one. Choose one of them. So firstly, I want you to customize the floor type. Then you click edit type. Currently, the thickness is 247. Okay, so we can edit this. We change it to 100 or 150, both acceptable. So this we change, the material we change to concrete. So you choose one type of it. Let's say this, I say okay. So the finishes, maybe I don't need. So I can select this row and say delete. We start with no finishing first. So it's just like this. Concrete, 100 mm. Say okay. So okay, we need to add one more step. Okay, we need to click duplicate first next time. Okay. Click duplicate first. Why? Why you click duplicate first? So that you will not overwrite the existing one. Okay. So you write exterior and then your name, thickness, and then your name. Okay, then you can choose the drawing tool here. Then I can start to draw from one corner, maybe based on your grids and so on, to another corner. So you've got a rectangle here now. Then you say finish. So now in plan it looks like this, and in 3D it looks like this. I delete this. Okay. Okay, please try now. So you have your floor, exterior, 100, then your name. So is this done? The answer is no. Why? Because you can see the original drawing, the boundary is set here. Okay, so for this this first assignment 1A, you don't have to create more than this boundary. You don't have to create a set context or topography. No need first. That will be for the next assignment. One that you cannot change. You cannot change it. Okay. You change it, then okay, it's not right. Those are the requirement. So how to change this part to follow the side boundary? Okay, so we can select this, then we click edit boundary. Then it will show the purple line. So for this, we can click the line tool to draw it from here to here. Okay, then can we say finish? Can we say finish now? Answer is no. Why? We say yes. When we say finish, we say lines cannot intersect each other, and it shows in orange color to highlight. So here there is branching out already. So we say continue. So we're gonna resolve this before we say yes. So how to resolve this? They are branch out. The requirement is for Revit is you cannot branch out if you want to add a boundary. So how? It's either you select this and drag this back to here one by one, or there is a quick method. There is a quick method using what shortcut key? Correct. Go. Use TR on your keyboard. Click this line and then click this line. Click this and then click this. So now it's clean, one single continuous loop. Yeah, I say finish. Here you go. Okay, when you look at the elevation, you can check the surface of the floor is at your level G, 0.0. And the thickness you can check using the dimension tool. This one at the top here, the align dimension, DI. The thickness should be 100 mm, correct? Okay, can delete this. Okay, next is your interior floor. So it's a bit complicated, the boundary now, more challenging. So we go to architecture floor, architecture. So instead of using the square just now you can try with different tools. Okay, there's a tools here at the end called pick wall, pick walls. So I click this, and then I move my mouse to the wall I've created. I believe you have all your walls already. So move your mouse to your exterior wall. Then you can click tab key on your keyboard a few times. The TAB tab on your keyboard. You move your mouse to the wall and tap a few times until you see all the walls are selected in blue. Maybe not all, but most of the walls are highlighted in blue, like what I'm showing now. And then you can click. Here you go. In one click, you get the purple line. Quite perfectly done. Okay, purple line. So you can try to say finish now. Finish. There's an error. Okay, it's very common to have warning or error in Revit. You just have to read it and follow the instruction to continue to solve it and so on. So I say continue. Just now it highlighted that this point is not connected well. One more time. Okay, it says must be in closed loop. Here is open, not enclosed. So I say continue. So I use what shortcut key? T R, correct. T R. Click here and here. Then we try again. Okay, so now it's not error, it's just a warning. Warning is like a reminders to tell you. So you say the two floors are overlapped. You have just created two floors. It's overlapping now. You say no for this one. Okay, so there are two pieces of floor. Okay, by the way, before I click finish, let us change the floor type first so that you can differentiate the color better. So just now we have floor exterior. Now we do a floor interior. I click edit type. So can we straight away change it here? The answer is no. Why? Because if I change it here, it will change my existing floor exterior settings. So in order not to replace this, not to override these settings, I go to click duplicate first. So I give a name of these new types of floor, interior, 100, and then your name. Then I say edit. Now only I change it. I have a new type of floor already. So without disturbing the exterior one. So the new type, for example, I change to other material. Or I can add finishes. Let's say here is 80. I insert one more layer, finish. Here I put 40. Maybe 50, 50. Then here I find something like house and so on. Maybe timber. I write wood. And you can find more types of materials at the bottom. And there might be more materials options here. Okay, for example, these wood planks. Okay, I can change the color if I want. By clicking the tint, maybe lighter brown. not very much difference. Maybe I can click this to change the texture. Okay. Never mind, we can say OK first. Then OK. Then I say finish. No. Okay, so here you go. Now you can see there are actually two pieces of floor, but they are overlapping with each other. When I look at the elevation, you still see like one because they are together overlapping. So how to solve this overlapping? It's overlapping the interior and the base. So for this, we will select the base. This one we call it as the exterior or the base. Okay. And then we go to the elevation view, you can see it. We will make the exterior one go lower. How? For this height offset, we can go negative 100. Negative the thickness of the interior floor. So now it go lower. Okay. So in 3D, now it is soft, no longer overlapping. Okay, next. So for this floor, how you can select it? Because now it is below your wall. So when you move your mouse to the edge of the floor, you will either selecting the wall or the door. So how to select the floor in this case? You can move your mouse near the edge of the floor. You hit tab, the TAB tab key on your keyboard a few times until it is like highlighted in blue, and you can click and select it. Now it's selected. So use tab a few times together with your mouse click. Okay, so what is missing currently in this floor? So we have two levels of pieces of floor. Is it done? What is missing now for the flooring? Sorry, louder. Toilet. What happened to the toilet? Drop. Very good. Yeah. So assuming this is the toilet, okay, your toilet might have different position. Okay. So assuming for my case this is a toilet, then if without the drop, you didn't draw in the drop later, the water will flood to your bedroom and then your living room, right? And when you're using it. So okay, so next, how to make the floor drop for your toilet. So this is a necessary, it's a must. In your assignment, we want to see you have a different piece of floor for your toilet. It will be shown in your plan and sections. So how to make the drop for your toilet? So for this, you have to make different piece of floor. Firstly, you need to cut it out, the interior floor. So how to cut it?
Firstly, I need to select the floor. Okay, make selection, select it in blue because I want to click edit boundary. So how to select? Just now I mentioned, move your mouse near to the floor, any part of the edge of the floor. Then you click tab a few times until you see that it is like highlighted in blue. Then you can click it. Okay. Then you click edit boundary. Then you can select the rectangle drawing tool. Then you can click here. Okay, so means there are a small rectangle outside this big rectangle. So we say finish. Can we say yes? The answer is yes. Okay, so now there's a hole in between. There's a hole here. So now you're gonna draw another small piece of floor to fill in here with thinner thickness. So how? We go to architecture, floor, and now we click edit type. Okay, we choose one of the interior floor and then we click edit type, and then we say duplicate. This time we put it at thickness of 50 mm. Okay, this maybe you can name it as toilet 50, then your name. Right, then we click edit. Maybe we can delete one of the layer. I can delete this. Then this I change to tile porcelain. Okay, tile porcelain. Let's try this. Tile porcelain. Okay, so if you see there are some more materials here that you prefer, you can expand this and then click the up arrow to edit. Up arrow to edit, then it will shows up here. Okay, then you can see the materials, preview it here. Okay, in realistic, it looks like this. In the shaded view, it looks like this. It's gray. So at here, we will either you take this, use render appearance, so it will get the color from the texture here. Okay. Then we say OK. Say OK. Okay. So now we have created this floor. Now we just have to draw it in rectangle, and then this part. We say finish. Oops, the color tone looks similar. Maybe I look at realistic view. Yeah, so now you get different texture, different floor. Is it done? The answer is not yet. Why? So let's try to cut a section through it now. How to cut section? You can click this section. This is a shortcut way. Create a section view, this icon. It is same as you go to view, section, it's the same. So I cut a section line through here. Let's say here to here. Okay. So once you have this line, this section line, you will see you have a section. You have a new sections that call as sections. Okay. This category here, a new category here. Then you can double click into the section view, or you can select the section line. You right click, say
go to view also can. Okay, I go to view. So it brings me to this view. So now you can see the floor, it is the floor of the toilet is cut. So it still looks flat as the other room. It's not, there's no proper drop yet. So if I change this style, this detail level to medium, you can see the line works. You can see the line works. Okay. If yours is black also, like mine, you can change the detail level, this one, to medium temporarily to see the line works. So it means this floor is still same level as the other for the toilet. So how to reduce it? We make the height offset negative. How much? What is the thickness of the floor just now? 50, correct? So here we put negative 50. So it go down, go sunken. So now it's correct. If I look at the black color cost view, now it's correct for the toilet. Okay, so now you see there are many lines. If I'm at detail level of medium, I see the line works, but for the flooring, you see many lines. So how to solve this? How to clean it or join it? How to join this line to clean it? The answer is here. Go to the Modify tab. You have a Join Geometry. Join Geometry. So this join geometry allows you to join floors, walls, and between floor and walls, and more. Okay, it's very useful. I click join geometry. So I click floor number 1, I click floor number 2. There you go, you join already. This layer is because of different finishes. So same to the toilet floor, I click floor number 1, floor number 2, floor number 1, floor number 2 to join it. So now the line is better than before, it's cleaner. Join geometry. You can join this to the wall as well. You can join beams in the future. For this assignment 1A, floor beam is not required yet. All the beams, not yet. So for this, I will just remove what? How to clean up the lines? You mean? It's sunken in the drop. Okay.
Okay, just now the floor was something like this. The toilet floor from the plan. Okay. Okay. How to cut out? Okay. The first thing is I just summarize it. So you need to select the interior floor first. So I move my mouse to the edge of it. Then I use the tab key on my keyboard to tap a few times until it is highlighted in blue. Then I click to select the floor. Okay. Then I can click edit boundary. Then I can add which portion. Let's say your toilet is here. Then you draw it here. Okay. Then you say finish. Then there will be, you say no. Then there will be a hole here now. Then you can draw the new piece of floor to fill in the gap. Okay, so additional example or knowledge. Let's say I want to draw my column. I want to draw something, but my floor has blocked the drawing below it. The drawing is behind now, as you can see. So how to make it visible? Make my drawing, the floor, the image visible. There are two ways. One is you change the drawing at here, you select it, you can change the foreground. Then it'll be at the front. But if you block your image also. Okay. So another one is I change it back. Another one is you change your visual style. Temporarily, you change it to wireframe. This one. Wireframe means you can see through it. It's like X-ray eye. Okay, wireframe. So you can do your editing, and then later you change it back to your consistent colors or maybe your realistic view, textural view. Sometimes if you created, let's say the wall or column, it goes like underground. You can see it in 3D. You select them and then you change the base level G, the top level at level 1. Okay. Then if there is any unnecessary base offset, this part you can remove it to 0, for example. And it looks normal now. Okay, this column is will be used for the roof of your carport or canopy. So you realize maybe some of your columns or your walls is like hang in the air. It doesn't touch the floor, right? So in this case, how to solve this? You just have to choose floor is 100 mm, right? Okay, so it goes down 100. No? Okay, so now it is attached to the floor already. So please take note on this connection or details because it will be quite obvious in the drawings, in the sections and so on. We'll check. Okay, it's joined. Previously was like this. So after we change the base offset to -50, then become like this. -100, sorry. Okay, so make sure all your toilets, maybe in the coming projects, you have balconies and so on, must have the floor drop. Okay. So next question is, how to, I see no hatching here now. I'm in my shaded view or consistent color view, or maybe in my hidden line. I didn't see the floor hatching, the hatching pattern, maybe my tiling and so on. I want to show that, how to show it. There's no any hatching now. How to add hatching in Revit. Okay, so I go to my either one of this view, consistent color or hidden line. Let's say consistent color. So now, how to add hatching? Firstly, you choose that piece of floor first. And let's say my toilet floor. I start with my toilet floor. Okay, I move my mouse cursor near the end, the edge, the boundary of the floor. Then I hit tab a few times. Then I can select it. Try a few times. Okay. So I click edit boundary. Sorry, edit type. This one. Edit. Edit the material here. So the hatching pattern will be based on what? Based on the graphics tabs. So just this is the material I chose for my toilet. I go for graphics. So here, currently the surface pattern, there is none. No pattern here. So let's switch this to, I click this none here. Then we can choose a suitable pattern. Let's say just a cross hatch. Something like this. Okay. Then I say okay. There are more options at here at model tab. So you can refer to it. So now I choose this first, crosshatch, for example. I say okay. So this is the color of the hatching line. I can choose it to become black, so it's more obvious. So I say okay, okay, okay. There you go. Now you can see the black hatching line. Same goes to your other floor. Select it and click edit, edit the finishes. This is my wood plank. So currently no surface pattern. So I change this. I want to find some wood pattern. For example, this one. Then I say okay. The color, change it to black, for example. Then okay. There you go. Okay, next, let's say I have a garden here. Okay, this is like your kind of your like your dream house, right? You have a garden at your outdoor area here. So currently we have concrete. So how to make a garden like a grass area here? For this, you can use the one of the ways you can use the split face, and then you apply a grass material. So for example, I use split face. I want to split this floor. I select this, and then I draw the boundary of the grass area. Let's say from here to here. Okay. Maybe I want to modify the shape here. Draw a line. Draw a line. This I delete it. So here I use TR to connect it. Here I use TR to connect it. Okay, so I say finish. So here got a splitted part, splitted surface. And I can click paint, and I choose the grass material to paint on it. Okay, so in 3D, it looks like this. Okay, something to take note when you are using painting technique. Okay, and you use modify paint, this method it looks very fast, right? Simple, but there's a limitation. Like when you click this, when you go to this simplified material browser, you realize that you don't have the settings to change the material. You right click, also no response. Okay, You cannot expand it. You cannot change it here. So how? How to change the material if you want? The answer is yes. There is still a way. Okay, still a solution. How? To do this, you can go to manage. Take the manage tab. Okay, materials here. So this is the control center of the material browser. So if you need to change any material, you can always do it here. If you want to add any material, also can add it here. Okay, so let's say just now we have grass, right? We want to change the setting of the grass, so we can do it here. I choose the grass. The green looks too thick already, right? Too saturated. So I want to make it to become more natural, more pastel color tone. Okay, something like this. So the appearance, maybe I find that the texture is too dark. Maybe I want to choose other. So I can select and say, I click the name of this texture. Then I can choose from the options here. Yeah, I got better option. I say okay. Yes, so it looks like this now. Yeah, so here, at the pane here, it is updated already to a lighter green. So it will follow the settings at manage materials here. Okay, then the next question is, how about the hatching for the grass? Seems like there's no hatching currently. So if I go to manage materials, I look at the grass that we used just now. Okay, I look at graphics tabs. There is none of the surface pattern here. So if I click this, can I find some grass texture? I see some sand, but no grass. I see no grass. I see some stone, but no grass. So how to add our own hatching pattern into Revit? Let's say you have downloaded it from the website or maybe copy from AutoCAD and so on. How to add our own hatching? So for this, you can click New Fill Pattern. New Fill Pattern. Then let's say you say Custom, and then you can browse. Then you can look for the file that I have shared with you just now in Microsoft Teams. Click for folder. There are texture folder here. Sorry, not texture, it's hatching pattern. This one. So you will see some PAT file, .pat. Okay, so I copy the address, the folder address. I paste it here, enter. So let's say my hatching pattern. So I look for the rabbit grass. Let's try this first. Rabbit grass. This is some pattern that I've shared with you. Okay, some collections.
Okay, sorry, I missed one step. I have to go to drafting. Okay, drafting. Then I click new fill pattern so that I can see more options. Okay, so now I can see a long list of pattern. So I look for grass. So here you go. You can see the grass pattern now. Okay. So here got some types of patterns that not available in Revit. For example, this swamp patterns. Okay, honeycomb pattern. So I use grass. You can change the scale, let's say to smaller. I make it to 0.5. Then I say okay. You can see these new types of pattern here. I say okay. Then I say okay. Here you go. You have the grass hatching now. Even in your black and white, you can see it. Okay. So practice this. Then you know how to import your own pattern, hatching pattern. So please try this now. So you are given 5 minutes now to try with the flooring, the hatching pattern, and putting in your furniture.
Anyone haven't signed this? Or done? Okay, so things to submit. What is the things to submit? It's actually 4 things, 4 image only. So one is image, a JPEG image of your floor plan, okay, and then a 3D isometric view of the overall model, and then 2 pieces of 3D perspective view. Okay, so there are JPEG files, 4 JPEG files, and the Revit file. Okay, so you no need to. So it is like a progress submission. Okay, so you no need to do a poster to explain about it. No need first. Okay, so as here it says roof and ceiling is not required yet. Okay. Fencing or site context, landscape, then topography, no need yet. That will be for the next assignment. Okay, so next week we'll learn about how to make the 3D view. Okay, so for after today class, make sure you start your work. Make sure you have put in all the furnitures, okay, like your fully furnished unit ready to move in, okay, including the bed, wardrobe, sofa, dining table, okay, all the necessity for a house. Okay, so placements of door and window, columns, walls with 20 to 30% modification, and the material selection. Okay, so next week in the class we will check your progress. Okay, so when is the proper the submission deadline? Is week 5. Next week. Okay, week 5. So I'm okay to push it to the max for you to the end of week 5, which is Friday. So I give you one more extra day, which is Saturday. So you can submit on either Friday or Saturday of week 5. Okay, next week. Okay, so I've shared the submission link in our Telegram group. Okay, before 5 p.m. latest. Okay, so let's conclude what we have learned today. Open chance to answer. Say one thing you have learned today. Raise your hand, please. Okay. Yeah. one thing you have learned. Floor. A little bit more about floor. What about floor? Okay. Gender. Oh, okay. You have to elaborate a bit more about floor. Okay, yes. Layers. Yeah, okay, finishes. Your name? Lam Gojun. Okay, we have one more. Cool. Just now you raised higher. Split the wall. Okay, good. Your name? Chong Jiajin. Okay. Maybe we on the last tool. Okay. Okay. For window, you need to take note of what? Seal height, correct. Your name? S. Seal carving. Okay. And the last one? Sorry? Grass. Grass what? And more. Floor boundary. How to add the hatching pattern for the grass. Okay. How to add your own grass. Okay. And when I give you what's your name? NG. Okay. And your name? SOH. Okay. So Yongchuan. All right. Okay. So that's all for today's class. Thank you, everyone. Let's end the class with an applause. Okay. Thank you.